All right, hello, sports fans. Let's try that again, shall we? Let's see where we're at. Kind of some kerfuffle going on here with the. We got here. The five. Check. Kerfuffle this morning. It's this one. Think? Yeah. There we go. I'm pretty sure Digital Bath is a guy that Queen here would good. Queen or Diamond? Oh, all right. Rebuy. Oh, what's this one? Just totally off my game right at the moment there. So let's do this one again. Move shit around. Good morning. It's a late start. Late start is what it is. So happens, goes that way. No big deal. Just roll with the punches and get her done, as it were, right? That's the wrong table. This one. There we go. Yeah, software kind of screwed up a little bit. Took a little bit to get going. Had to stop, restart about 3 times. Just happens that way sometimes. Took a little bit of a beating yesterday. Let's try to find a bigger table to jump into here. Some guy gave me his whole stack earlier on. I actually have the best hand. He gave me a bunch of it, and then he just went on tilt and just jam. Okay, he went down to like 6 bigs or some shit like that, and then just jammed everything after that. I called him in one, and I missed. Other people called him. He doubled up. He went up to, like, he just doubled up to 50, whatever that process was. 50 or just short of 60. And then I had ace jack. And he jammed, and I just called it. Because I have ace jack suited, right? So chunk it in there, and that was just the way that it was. Take it down. Let's get into one of these. So it's on Party Poker, it's a Grand Prix. So their championship is starting right now. So we're going to jump into a bunch of these. PLOs, a lot of PLOs. PKO. All right, let's jump into these PKOs here. I'll get into this one right now. It's Grand Prix. Number 3. Oh, look at that. We just take it down. Grand Prix. All right, and then it's a 110 to get into. Excellent. Haven't played one of these in a bit. I seem to recall these being like hypers. Right, so let's take a look. What's the structure on this? Oh, it's 8-minute blinds. That's actually not a hyper at all. All right. Let's come back over here. Let's get to the 3rd table up. It is a big. That's not it. This one. There we go. It is a big day today. Calgary Flames are playing. Calgary Flames are playing Toronto today. All right, we got this one up here. Got a lot of history with Giovanni Giaviano. It's a slow start, and then he's picked up speed. So he's at in November of last year. I have him at 29,000 tournaments, and he's up $6,000. Ray here has in October of last year, he's got 2.8 tournaments, and he's up $1,500. And I think that's the only one I have a note on this table. So let's keep track of that. Cheers, big ears. As I said, Mrs. Frostmage got up a little bit earlier today. We had a snow warning last night. I haven't been out this morning. She took the dog out. But I did get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to take the dog out, so it's fair. We had a warning last night between 10 to 20 centimeters of snow in Calgary area. Go Flames, go. I don't know if we got that much, but I mean, I took the dog out at 10:30 or so, just before bedtime. She and I, Mrs. Frostmage and I, weren't feeling all that well yesterday. So I went to bed at 10:30. Excuse me. And she wasn't sure if she was going to go to work today or not. And while we were outside, I mean, I shuffled. We live in a condo complex. We have a bunch of elderly people in the building, older than I am, elderly, and so we kind of shovel the sidewalk to help it out. Specifically, it's for people that are walking their dogs. You don't want seniors going down slipping on the ice, bust a hip, and then this has got disaster written all over it. So we help it out by shoveling the sidewalk and whatnot. Okay. So I took the dog out, and the dog woke me up at 3:30 or so. Go it again. So I just slept right through it. Mrs. Frostmage got up this morning, jumped in the shower, but she closed the door tight, and the dog wants to get into. You know how dogs are. They just want to. What are you doing in there? How come you're in there? And how come I can't see? What? And just all over the door. Black Mamba, what's that about? So I did roll out of bed about 10 to 8 this morning, and then I just stayed in bed for the next hour. Looked at TikTok videos and Instagram. Complete time wasters is the point I'm trying to get at. Don't get sucked into those things. But I did. And I knew I should have got up, and I should have done some exercises, and I should have done this, I should have done that, but I didn't do any of that shit. So, it is what it is. I might have to rebuy into this thing. I'm not doing very well with this. Always with that second best hand. Even though everything I know is telling me, just fold this. You got nothing here, just fold this. But I didn't. Cracks me up. Let's go to this one over here. Here we go. Giaviano, he knows. Like, he just knows. Jams, I guess. I'm gonna have to call it off here, right? Oh no. Because he knows. Yeah. What do we got over here? Sorry, yeah, who cares? I forgot to add this in there. Chop it up. Okay. Yeah, so we're running a break in there. We got 3 tournaments on the go. We got our thing at the bottom of the page. This one right here. There's 3 circles. They always mean something, right? It's important to have those in there. Yeah. So I'm still running that high from that big ass win the other day. It wasn't a lot of money, but it's sometimes you shit kick yourself in the teeth. You just kind of need a little bit of dopamine. So this is going to be a fold here. It's raise. Yeah, and we're going to be out of position for the rest of the hand. Just fold this. Get out of the way. This can mean anything, but this is much more to ISO this, which is we're still ahead, or they're still ahead, right? And sure enough, they are. So it's just an easy to get out of the way. Yay. All right, got a hold here. Got a classic flip. Classic flip. Pair the board. That's good enough. Oh, you know what? I didn't even notice that this is a bounty tournament. Oops. It's always important to know what it is you're playing, boys and girls. What tournament you're playing in. Yikes. Shnikes. All right, so just keep going round and round we go, right? I have completed 1,400 push-ups, 1,400 sit-ups, and 2,800. I'm calling them flutter kicks, but I mean I don't know what they are. It's just swimmer kicks, right? If you're in a pool doing the breaststroke and you're trying to propel yourself forward with your just your legs. You're just going to kick your feet up and down to propel you forward. That's it. So I'm lying on my back doing that. And that's what it is. That's what it's called. Something like that. That's what the motion is. What is the exact name? No idea. We're in on it. Nice hand. I know better than to play that shit as well. It's because my coffee hasn't kicked in yet. I'm going to help that out by go getting a coffee. I'll be right back. So we have a little dog that sits on the bed with us. And ace, drawing dead. I love it. Love it. Just on tilt here, like not even on a tilt, but what's this? Here's my coffee. Good morning, sir. Well, just did 60 pages of job search this morning. Good for you. Holy shit, that's a lot of pages to look through. And applied to 4. That's okay, right? The reality is you're still looking there, so that's fantastic. And great morning to you. Giovanni, let's get out of the way. Javiano Lopez, as I said, got lots of history with that guy, so let's just get out of the way. Nice, nice, nice. We've got shit here, so we'll just get out of the way. My coffee's ready. Let me go get it. I'll call off one blind with this. Probably not now. Two for two? No, let's get out of the way. Raise. Oh, since my coffee is ready, right back. So the long and short is that my dog is essentially a little old lady, right? And so she woke me up early in the morning to go outside. She woke me up at 3:30. So take her outside, and when you gotta go, you gotta go. I get it, understand, do it. Excuse me. Ace, queen, king. Oh, look at that! Oh, look at that! Look at them apples. So I rolled out of bed and snapped off 20 push-ups, 20 sit-ups. My gut is absolutely killing me. So I was thinking about doing a two for today. Do 200 push-ups, 200 sit-ups. Again, I don't think I'm going to do that until the weekend. Long and short, I don't think I'm going to do that until the weekend. It's just painful. And it hurts lots. There we go. There we go. Gotta get it all in there now. We're gonna get out of the way of this. Might have hit it on the river, but I mean, there's no reason to take that risk there, right? If they hit the 8 and then they hit it twice, I mean, let's get out of the way. This one we're not going to get out of the way, though. EMP. I seem to recall seeing that name before. Do you recognize them, Champagne? Oh, pair the board? One more pair the board. Yeah, that'll work. See? Yay for us. We get a full double up there. That's huge. Rackus, what is this? This is a big bet. Ooh, oh, I got moved. Schnikey, I didn't even notice. Let's take a look here. What does this guy say? He has played 740 tournaments. He's down 230 bucks. What is this guy off drop? He's played 425 tournaments and he's up $85. I'm just gonna have to fold this off. It's just not good enough to call down with 4 overcards, right? Just get out of the way. Chip preservation. I think Champagne, again, back to your post there. Like most things, you just gotta stick with it, right? Keep going, keep doing. Like poker, a lot of these hands we're talking about, you have to know that you've got a winning process, right? So you have your ace king and they have their ace queen, they hit their 3 outer. You want that all day long. So I think this is it. You went through 60 pages of jobs today. You know that you just got to stick with it and know that that's the right thing to do. Keep going through the job posts. Apply to the ones that you want. Apply to the ones that you think you have a shot at. And apply for one that is completely outside of your realm. Like poker, we have stretch goals. So I haven't quite hammered out what my goals are for poker this year, but just throwing shit in the air. Last year was $88 to $1,000. I completed that a couple days ago. So now it's $1,000 to $5,000, something like that. That could take a little bit longer, but let's see how it goes. And then one stretch goal is to go to 10. While there's a really high percentage that I'm going to fail that challenge. Look at these. Look at these apples. You still succeed by striving for it, right? Even though you know you're going to come up short, you still succeed. So apply for the ones that you want to get. Apply for the ones that you got some of the qualifications, but maybe not all of them. And then apply for one that is outside of your limit. What's the worst they're going to say? No, right? They're already saying no. They haven't, right? Worst they can say is no. That's why it's awesome. All right, we're back at it. What do we have over here? Let's update our sheets. Uh, 980 runners in this tournament, 53 in this one. This is for a ticket, by the way. I got another 20 minutes or so in this one, and 85 in this tournament. You have to make it into day 2. Is really what it is. Starts in 4 days. This is into day 2 for $1,500. I think I'm in. It's only a $110 into this tournament, so we're into that for sure. So this is why this guy is jam. He's just trying to get a big stack in here. Missed that what? Oh no, I was just reading your Good Morning post. Just did 60 pages of job searches and applied to 4. There's not much for you to apply for. I was just commenting that. Keep doing that, right? That is the winning process. Keep doing that. Keep applying for jobs that I think you should apply for all the jobs that work for you. Apply to 2 jobs that when you read the qualifications, you have half of the qualifications, let's say, or 75% of the qualifications, most of them, but not all of them. Apply for a couple of those as well, and then apply for one that is outside. And it's like, don't apply for a CEO position because you usually have to have a lot more experience. I mean, I wouldn't be applying for CEO positions, but I would be applying for like an HR specialist. Right? Something that fits your background. I mean, I have a degree in political science. I mean, I would apply for something like that. The HR is because it's policy-based, driven. Political scientists are good at those sort of things. All right, so apply for the things that you're qualified for. Apply for just a couple that are you're not entirely qualified for, but pretty close, and then just apply for one that's just a little bit outside of the stretch, where you only have one of the qualifications. You're alive. I don't know, something like that. But that is the winning process. Just keep doing that over and over and over again. You get this, man. You got this. I believe. All right, it's break time. We got 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Go do your push-ups. Go do your jumping jacks. Go do what you got to do. I'll get a drink of water, and I'll be back here in 4 minutes. Right back. Gotcha. All right, that's good. Yeah, right. It's pretty easy stuff. It's cheerleading. That's what I'm doing. I'm cheerleading you. I want to see you succeed. If I can help you succeed, then I will do what I can to help you, right? Whew. Oh, the infamous water. So it's called Stream of Consciousness. Just before the break, we're talking about policy. Did my push-ups, and while I'm doing my push-ups and my sit-ups, I was thinking about policy and how policy is created and how it's we need to do different things, right? So, and outside of this, so we create policy for a bunch of different reasons. We create policy to give us guiding actions and directions of the way that we're going to go. So in poker, you want to make sure that you're coming up with the winning process. And regardless of what the results are, you have to know that that's a winning process. If you have ace king and they have ace queen and they hit their 3-outer, don't freak the fuck out because they hit their 3-outer. You want that over and over and over again. That's a winning process. And you have to continually challenge what you believe, whether you think that's correct or not. If it is correct, then why? And you should ask a bunch of different people's the thoughts on it. I wonder if I didn't check it out, but I wonder if this guy went broke or he left. Let's got transferred somewhere else. Let's take a quick look here. Rackus, yeah. So he left and he got a new one at this table. So a company that I worked for several years ago at this point here in the city of Calgary, we had like 4 main departments basically, and each department it's just short of $1 billion company. It's like 700 million, 800 million, something like that is what they did. Actually, might have been closer to 850. Either way, they had 4 main departments, and each department had 3 policies. So every quarterly meeting, when the 4 departments got together, part of that meeting was to review 1 policy. Is that right? No, it was. You hear what I'm saying? Is there's 12, right? So they reviewed 3 policies every term, like every quarter, and then by doing that, you would ensure that all 12 of your policies are covered in a year-to-year basis. You review the policy to make sure that the policy is still achieving and meeting the goals that you set out for it. Right? And then that directs and dictates the actions that you have, the actions that you do. Is calling off ace king against their ace queen still the right play? I think so. I can't see any reason why it wouldn't be the right decision. Right? So back over here, I had ace queen and he had ace king. So if he dropped his cards in front of me and I could see that he had it, should I still do that? Well, of course not, because now I'm the bottom side of that. I'm the 3-outer. It's my deck of cards. There's 3 cards. I'm the 3 cards, and he's this. Of course you don't want to do that, right? So you have to reevaluate. This is the continual reevaluation. So further to that, there's 2 things that came up. Last night I was watching. Was it last night? Yeah, last night before bed I was looking at some Instagram, and the infamous, I think it's called the Master Class. This is the one where Negreanu's like, he stands there. Here's the thing. Everything you do at the poker table conveys information. You can't be watching TV on your phone, eating a sandwich, being all willy-nilly. Right? That piece. And he actually reviews that. And then they coupled that with Phil Ivey's Phil Ivey's masterclass, where he does the same thing, and they put the two together. Apparently, I haven't paid for it. I don't know it. I didn't buy it. Phil Ivey's or Daniel Negreanu's masterclass is, he says, it's about having a fundamental understanding of math, right? I mean, that's what they all have. And then right after that, they couple that with Phil Ivey's, and then you have to trust your read, right? It's those two things together. So one is the, so my other book is not here, the one that really is the driver of all this, but these two guys, Caro and then Skolansky, these two guys, they're really the forerunners of all the things that we know and all the things that people come up with nowadays. These two guys designed all these things. There's lots of books on poker tells and how to read your opponents and how to do this. It comes from this guy. It's all derivative of this. This is why I read this book every year. And the other one is Skolansky. Skolansky is the mathematics based. Other people intuitively knew, even if they didn't do the math, they intuitively knew that this was better than this. What are the odds of flopping a flush? What are the odds of flopping a straight? Right? Someone actually did the mathematics. And there were other people that did that, I'm sure, before. But Skolansky really kind of took it over. These were the early beginnings when poker started to become popular. All right, we got a big hand brewing over here. Not that one. Not that one. This one. Called 1-1, and then I raised a 4 and he called. What hands are these guys calling with? Wow, just got back. 30 jumping jacks, 30 crunches, 30 flutter kicks, 5 push-ups. Phenomenal. Champagne, that is phenomenal. That's awesome. Fantastic. Right? It's about just starting. Just get active. Just do something. Right? Go for a walk. Go for this. Start with 5 jumping jacks, then 10, then 15. In this case, look at this. Bam. You're up to 30 jumping jacks, 30 crunches, 30 flutter kicks. Right? This, as I said, the crunches or the sit-ups, they work the upper obliques, and the flutter kicks work the lower obliques. But your whole core is being tested there. Right? And it's awesome. It's great. And then what? So what is it? You got to have a fundamental understanding of mathematics, and you have to have trust your read. Trust your read. And if there was a Skolansky book here at my desk, I pull it up and say the mathematics. And then what was? I don't think I saved it, but it went down about quote unquote studying, how to study, how to write, and I thought, man, that's genius. Because nice. Drawing Dead. Love it. Drawing Dead. I'll just rewind to this one. Got an hour and a half here. We got lots of time. Outside of that, that's still a poor play on my part. And that's the key takeaway. It's a poor play on my part. Okay. I know better than that. Let's go find that table. So who was it? It was not Eastie. It was Aaron Barone. Someone had asked him a question, and Aaron had said it's this, and this, whatever these 3 things are. I said, I think there's actually an additional piece to that. It's actually execution. Right? You can study all the books that you want, but But if you don't apply what it is if you don't apply what you're reading, then you're missing out, right? You're not doing it. Because you read all the books, but if you don't follow through with what you've read, then you're not studying, right? You're not learning. That's the point. And then it goes on and it lists in some sort of hierarchy. How it got to that, I'm not really sure. But it did have a hierarchy. And it says getting a coach is higher than talking to a friend about, and that's correct. And champagne. And that's more important right there. You did all those things and you're not out of breath. That's the kicker, right? That's by like the second important thing there. Just start. Just do the exercise. Start, and then do it so that you're not out of breath. Oh, that just makes me feel good. It warms the cockles of my heart. It's down even the subcockle region. Thank you, Dennis Leary, for sharing that. Right? Just start. You got this. And you're not out of breath? Oh, health is huge, right? Mrs. Frostmage she deals with lots of sick people. She comes home every day and shares her stories of sick people. Not that that's the driving force for me, but it certainly helps motivate. I do not have a thing, unfortunately, because that would have been good. What that hierarchy is, I could have read that thing. Maybe. I don't even know who put it out there, so I can't even look it up. I have to just hope to come across it again. If I do come across it again, I will load it up. I'll save it and then I'll share it. But the point is to come up with the winning process. Right? I'm fairly sure that you should have coaches in your life. Coaches for different things. Like a life coach, for example. Right? I have a running coach. My running coach is a guy that I play poker with. Right? We played poker together for more than a year. We chatted up. I like the guy. Now we hang out, right? We drink beers together. Mrs. Frostmage and I we hang out with he and his wife, his spouse. So social interactions. There's value to that for a bunch of different reasons. Not gonna lie, I think I've screwed this up. Should be in for lucky aces. We'll just get it out of the way. I'm pretty sure that my hand still plays out well here. Right, this should be a big hand here. Yeah, so we would hit it on the river, but this should be a big hand because he's in this small blind. He's going to be out of position for the remainder of the hand. He should have a big hand there. 3. Forgot to add this stuff in here. And this is a 110. There we go. So we've got 6 tournaments total. That's what I'm in. may not have had to play this one. But we're pretty sure we're going to go all in with this. 1,100 people in here. 39 people started with this. Can't fold now. Pair and flush draw. Just a flush draw as it seems, as it turns out. We got 70 in this one, so that's good. 1, 1, 2, 3, 70, and 1, 16. Okay. This one here, it's 10 get an entry, so there's 39 people. Got to lose 20 or 75% of the field. Got some work to do. Process. So then it lists the things down, right? My poker coach is also my friend of 20 years, right? And then a mentor is like a life coach, same sort of thing. Mentors are different. Your life is so messed up, your coach would quit. Mentors are not your friends, they're not your buddies, they're not your pals. They schedule a meeting with them, let's say 30 minutes, whatever time you guys arrange on. And no value with quads. And then you have a discussion back and forth about what is your goals are and how you're going to achieve those. This is why I say to one shot, one kill. What is it that you're looking for? What is it that you want? What are your goals for the year? It's now been it's been 3 weeks, more than 21 days. He still hasn't got back to me. And that's okay, right? But Alice in Wonderland, Through the Looking Glass. Alice turns to the Cheshire Cat and says, "Which way did I go?" The cat responds, "Where is it you want to go?" Alice retorts by, "I don't know." The cat, to which the cat replies, "Then it doesn't matter whether you turn left or right. If you don't know where you're going, it doesn't matter whether you go this way or that way, because you don't know where you're going. So you have to have a direction. You have to have an idea. You have to have a goal of what it is you're going to do. The reason why I do 100 push-ups a day, 100 sit-ups, because you have this massive fucking goal, 2,000 push-ups in a month. That sounds really, really daunting. But when you break it down to 100 push-ups a day, then it's not so bad, because then you get it done in 20 days. 100 push-ups a day. And from those 100 push-ups a day, that can still seem like a lot of push-ups. So you break it down further and just do 20 push-ups 5 times a day. Seems a lot easier that way, right? And then when you add those things, small chunk, small chunk, small chunk, boom, this is where you're at. It seems like, that wasn't so bad, right? It's easy to do 30, well, let's say 30 jumping jacks, right? It's easy to do 30 jumping jacks. But do that do that 3 times every 5 minutes to the hour when you get a break. Do that 3 times. You've done 60 jumping jacks. Add up how many jumping jacks that is. Holy shit, that's a lot. Times by 5 days? Oh man. Your life should be no different than that, right? Where is it you want to go? You're right here, you want to get to here, you want to get a job. So you got to work on some skills, you got to work on this, you got to talk to someone, you got to get your resume up, you got to write all these other things, but you just connect with people that know this stuff better than we do. There's lots of services out there. You can learn how to use AI, ChatGPT, for example. Here's my resume, doctor it up, make it look fancy, and it'll spit it out, right? Of course, that means that you have to learn how to use AI. So that it is in and of itself is a skill that you should add on. Right? Quick adaptation to using different softwares. That's a skill, right? Connecting with other peoples that know the stuff better than we do. Oh, what is this? Ooh. Spicy over here. Ooh. But you get together with your mentor and you say, okay, you're going from here to here. How are you going to make that happen? How are you going to achieve that? Your mentor probably isn't going to hold your hand, because you have to have a conversation before you get to that, right? But they want to see that you're doing the work, and they're just there to make sure that you're on the path to. You should never sign up for a gym membership without someone else. It should be two of you. You should always work out with you and someone else. You can work out with more if you want, but you should always work out with minimum of two. This is why I go running with my coach, because then you're held accountable, right? My coach is expecting me to be there. He's still going to go running whether I'm there or not, right? But then now I have to explain why I'm not there the next day, right? Our neighbor, for the last year or more, we go out for steak sandwiches to the local pub, Partners Pub down here, every Monday for steak sandwiches. Mrs. Frostmage and I, we went and bought a big ass roast, like a steak tenderloin. I cut it up, butchered it up, cut it up, put it in freezer bags, and made steaks out of it that way. Open-ended, that's a pretty good hand, right? She at 6:30, Mrs. Frostmage texts her, is everything okay? We haven't heard from you yet. And I said to Mrs. Frostmage, send her a text. Make sure she's not dead. Right? It's 6:30 and we haven't heard from her. There's something going on there. That's unlike her. Let's find out what's going on. And so the neighbor lady doesn't respond to us till the next day. But if we do this every single day, she now has to explain to us, and to me specifically, why she didn't call us. That is absolutely disrespectful of people. You're not respecting their time, their energy, all the rest of it. We went out and bought steaks. She knew that we were buying steaks because we told her we're going to buy steaks. We're not going to go to steak sandwich night. We're going to have come over to our place. We drink wine here, have a couple beers. She's like 30 feet that way. She can walk over here and join us. She knew we were taking out steaks. We took out food for her, prepared her meal, and then she didn't show up. Why would I do that again? This Monday coming up, why would I make her a steak? And I'm not going to, right? She'll get here and say, I only took out 2 steaks. Took out enough for her and I. I'm sorry, I don't have one for you. But, what do you mean, but? You didn't call us last week and let us know. Why should we expect you to be here this week? You didn't call us and let us know. Right? This is what a mentor would do. A mentor would hold you to task without drinking beers with you. Make sure you're on the pathway. Make sure you're moving forward. Make sure you're doing this and get away from it. Right? And not get away with it, as it were. Holy shnikey, this is bad. Yikes. I got sucked out somewhere along the way and this got banked off. Pair the board? Yeah, that'll work. That'll hold up. And mentors don't have ego in there, right? I do believe that mentors genuinely want to see you succeed, and they'll do everything that they can to help you succeed. But if you fuck it up, you fuck it up on your own. Right? I think teachers have a little bit more emotionally invested in you. Right? Yeah, I think so. Okay, back to policy. Let's come up with a winning policy and just keep ripping into it, right? We flop, not a very good hand. Got shot, straight draw, but we only have 3 clean outs on this one, right? This one over here, we're gonna have to find a spot here and quick. 29 people left. I'm 27 to 29, so a couple people have less than me. It's Chips and I. But we need to get down to 10. Over here, there's an easy 1,200 peoples in this tournament. That should easily go up to 2,000. You know what I haven't done forever is gotta run this thing. Sorry. What? He's got his... I don't think he had that. We'll get out of the way, though. We'll believe him. We'll believe. Next hand, Lucky Aces. Lucky Ace, 8-8. We are a double gutter here. We need an 8 or a 4, and we've missed the 8 and the 4. So we will just get out of the way. Yeah, the neighbor lady did not show up for stakes. And the reality is, I mean, it doesn't matter why she didn't show up. It's okay that she didn't show up, right? Because shit happens, life happens. You know, I'm stuck at work, the traffic is late, I've got a date, whatever the case may be, it's okay, right? We're adults, we can handle it. But it's the lack of call, it's the lack of notice. That's the problem, right? So she's dating her new beau, or redating again and again, and that's okay. Mrs. Frostmage and I have talked to her and shared our displeasure of her dating this person. We don't care. We don't have an emotional invested. But the guy treats her like shit. And she knows it, and she goes back to him over and over and over again. So we have a tough time participating and supporting that. Because we care about our friend. We don't care about this other guy. Right? So the fact that I think she didn't call us because she didn't want to tell us that she was having a date with this guy, a sleepover, right? She was getting laid by this guy, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But I don't think she wanted to tell us that that's what she was doing. She was bailing us so she could get laid. Hey, we get it. We're okay with you bailing on us so that you can get laid. Go do it. But don't if we have a standing plans and then you bail on us, don't just bail on us without telling us, right? Tell us. Go ahead. It's okay. We're not going to be mad, right? We're not going to say, no, you can't go with our friends off. But to not call us at all, we don't know if you were dead at the hospital. And that's what I said to Mrs. Frostmage. It's now 6:30 at night, and we haven't heard from this woman, what left or right. We don't know if she's in the hospital or if she's getting laid or if she just bailed on us. We don't know. So our concern for her is genuine. And then we find out the next day that, I spent the night at Claude's place. Okay, then why didn't you call us? Right? It's just, like, for me, it's just friends off. I've just had enough of the craziness, the shenanigans. It's just not worth it for me to do that. And I don't want to do that. So I'm not. And so, yes, I took out steaks for us. She didn't show up. I still cooked the steaks, don't get me wrong. I cooked up the steaks. And you can see on my, go check out my Instagram down below. I got 2 links down below. I have an Instagram and I have a YouTube channel. I upload these things to these videos up to my YouTube channel. Go back and look at it. Specifically, go look back a couple days ago where I won. I think it was the part 3 of the 3-parter because Streamlabs fucked it up. But my Instagram is just food. It's mostly food that I've made and that I make. And I just take pictures of the stuff that I make. I don't take a picture of the whole thing. So I don't go to a restaurant and take a picture of it. I don't care. And you don't care either. Ooh, look what I ordered. Look how much effort I did. I went out and ordered this. What? No one wants to see that. But if you make it, that's something different. So you can see the Instagram. Like last night, Monday night we had steak sandwiches, right? Because that's what we do on Monday nights. We have steak sandwiches, and on a Tuesday I made a meatloaf. I think. Yeah, I think I made a meatloaf on Tuesday, and then last night I just reheated the steak. Put a water in the pan, put a lid on it just to steam it up a little bit, and we had a steak sandwich. Just thinly sliced the steak, put it on there, made a homemade vinaigrette. Right? So don't get me wrong, it's, just because she wasn't here, I still ate the damn steak. I'm not letting that go to waste. All right, we have 145 runners in this, and we have to get down to what? Day 2 ends when there's only 22 people left. So what are we at here? We got 1263 and 145. Okay. Until there's 22 people left. I'm 39 of 89. We've got to lose 75% of the field ish. Actually, I think it's exactly 75% of the field. Okay, got moved. Let's go find the table. Grand Prix, I think this is the winner here. Okay. There's lots of bets here, but it's still like an hour left in this tournament. Lots of, gotta put people to the test here. Queen Jack's not a very good hand, by the way. But gotta put some people to the test. I'm running out of time here. We'll take, there's the aces. Need a 5-outer here. Nope. Nice hand, nice hand. To that end, we have aces over on this table. You did? Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. You know, it costs so little to subscribe. Like to sign up to a YouTube costs nothing, right? And it actually helps so immensely much, like so huge. It's awesome. Thank you, Champagne. Thank you for doing that. Look at this. We flop. We have. Aces, we raise, we get 2 calls, we flop a set, we get two calls, and Tris trap the guy in there. So we get all of more than a full double up. So thank you here to Ranatic. I did look at Instagram as well. This was this morning using CapCut. It is a software. It is editing software is what it is. I have a friend I've known for 20 years as well that actually, Who Cares knows her as well. The three of us hang out every once in a while. In fact, I tried to set Who Cares up on a date with her friend. That didn't go well. In 20 years, I've only tried to set him up like on a date with someone once. A, I'm not very good at it. B, he's like, why did you think I would like her? Because of this. And this is why. Apparently she's a raging alcoholic. And their date, they agreed to go on a date, all the rest of it. He met her, but she had invited 6 of her friends to this thing, of which she invited 6 people, 2 of which were her kids, her adult children. So you went out and hung out and had a family date with these 6 people, so you were awkward. I would just like, you know what, that's great. This sounds fun. Call me when you're available, or not, as the case may be. This is not a date. Anyway, I mean, you kind of put people to the test, but it is what it is. All right, we're just going to chunk it in here. This is not very good, but we're running out of time. We don't have a lot of chips here. Yeah, just running out here. Need a queen. Only a queen. It is a queen. Yay for us. Sweet. Oh, look at this gut shot in the river. Love it. 40 out of 76. We need to lose down to 22 people. A lot of ways to go. This over here, 13 and 19, I guess, and only 10 make the money here. Payouts, yeah, 10 make the money, so we've got to lose some more people here, half the field-ish. VPR we got some issue with. No problemo. Yes, excellent, thank you. And you got to try different things, right? Who Cares and I, we were doing a bit of a podcast type thing. So on my Streamlabs, I actually have 3 different profiles that I use. One of which was set up so that we could read the news, basically. When you open up a window, you'd be able to read the feed and would scroll down, and we would just read the title. And so we would go like, scan 3 to the right, whatever it is, 3 to the right, and we talk about that. 3 to the right, we talked about that. We just go through for 5 or 6 stories and talk about whatever. So we never knew what it was that we were going to talk about. Which is the good part about it. So we'd read the story. Who cares? What do you think about this? And I think it's about this. And then we read the story and say, oh, I guess we were both wrong. This is the reason why we were wrong. But we're just sharing it. It's just a different take on it. It is biased, absolutely. Like, we're not just reading the news. We're not sports newscasters. That's not what we do. But we are putting it through our filter. And what is the actual message that's occurring here? And who cares? He's not a sports guy. So whenever the Flames came up, and because it's on my feed, and you can see that I'm wearing my Flames jersey right now. Goal for Dames, goal. We'd have all sorts of juiciness on there. Right? Excuse me. What am I trying to say? That we had all sorts of good things on tables. We have 2 tables here, 3 tables. 3 tables in this one. Bejor Forever, got lots of history with this guy as well. I see a note on that. King Queen is not a very good hand. Snap call, so we're going to be all in on the flop. Trying to entice here, right? We only have 10 high, but we don't want this guy to just call here. There's no calling, right? Your chip stack is so low. There's no calling here. It's razor fold. This is why you can bet back at this, right? These guys don't. They're trying to make it down to 10 outs. To 10 people. So I guess if he goes all in, but this bet is going to be 2.5 to put it all in. Because of this, he's only got 3.2 bigs, and this guy's got 2.2 bigs, so this bet already covers him. You think he's going to fold for one? Yeah. This is why he shouldn't. Like, he's only had 0.6. Why just call? We're heads up. He's out of position. He's never folded for the 0.6. He should raise at this point. Just get it all in there. Right? There's no ace on the flop. He thinks I'm going to fold? Come on now. It's 0.6. I'm not going to fold. This is not a great hand, but this guy, we know the bulliness, so you got to push back every once in a while. This is good enough to push back. It's just 2, 2, 2, 2. And now he wants to decide whether he wants to bet a third of his stack on that. Right? So he should go back and bet 3 here. Where are we at? We're at I'm 77 to 638, so we still have another hour to go on this one. A lot of time. We're down to 2 tables on this one. 10 make the money here. So now we're just going to do the same thing. Actually, we're going to be all in this time because he's the big blind. He's got us covered, but if he calls it, we want to make sure that we're going to get paid off. Right? He's not going to do it. He should be folding because he's trying to make it. He's trying to outlast this guy. But this guy has the biggest stack, so he may or may not call that. There we go. Right? And the big blind, he has to have a hand right at that moment. Players. Of the final 15 people, I'm the only one that bought into this twice. Everyone else is just a one ticket kind of guy. Person. Happens. Let's run an ad right back. Got another 10 minutes. Going to do some more push-ups. All right, as I said, break the problem down into smaller chunks. Mrs. Frostmage gave me shit the other day. Mrs. Frostmage gave me shit the other day. There we go. Because I was doing my push-ups and I didn't include her. Now this is before I knew that she wanted to do that. So now I include her. If you want to do it, then just come over here and do this. This is when I do the push-ups. 5 minutes to the hour. Now I have to give her a heads up. All right, we got 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 2 minutes. Let's go. Right, one of these things. And we just go over there on the carpet, on the yoga mats, and just do some push-ups. Do our exercises. Because I get her to roll out of bed and do 20 push-ups and then go jump in the shower, start getting ready for work. So she at least gets 20 done before she starts her day, which is what I want her to do. And more importantly, what I want her to want to do. Right? Here's that what I was saying. You're never going to get a better ace to fold. You may have heard me say that once or twice. Let's see what the action is over here. So Lucky Vermont is a big blind. And then this guy goes all in, and then he calls it all off. So you're never going to get a better ace to fold. Okay, so we're over here on this one. 14 people left. Uh, 10 get a ticket, by the way. 10 of 14. We'll just min raise this. That's going all in. What did I say? 22 make the money here. I'm 36 out of 64. Right, 6 bigs is a lot. So then we just quietly. He would never have this. Nice hand, nice hand. This is a different bet here. We're just going to fold the King Jack, open fold it. Because of the stack size, 11 bigs and 26 bigs, we've got 6.7. It's better to get out of the way. And I was going to jam here, but there's no need to jam there. Right? As it turns out, we would have smashed this thing, like holy snaky. Ace 8 versus, and we would have hit this one as well. But you can't take that risk. You take the risk, you're out of the tournament. So here's just the infamous 2-bet, 2-bet, 2-bet going on. Right? There's nothing wrong with that. I don't know if I used my shark scope to its fullest effect yesterday. Got to do it today though. This is a $1.10 tournament. I'm not gonna use this. I already know where I'm at with this. We will be jamming this one here. This is the losing his hand in poker, by the way. So we've got Cheeky over here as well. This is twice he's done this now. We'll be ahead of that range for sure. All these chippies are in here. Just rebuy. Let's get it in there. Just rebuying, right? Right? What hand could he have to like he snapped, like he flopped that stuff? Come on, that doesn't make any sense at all. That's why I just call. No, that doesn't make sense. Maybe if I don't hit the ace, but once I hit the ace, I'm all in for sure. Love this guy. Love this guy here. I have ace 7 over here. This is all in. And that's just the way it goes, right? I mean, that's it. Out in 14th place. Never feel bad about it, never worried about it. It just is the way that it is. So in my notes section, it's like my ace 9 into jack 10. He hits it. That's it. He's got 6 outs. Here's my cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. That's what he's got. And I've got that. Right? That's, you just rinse and repeat over and over and over again. And never feel bad about it. All right, let's try and find another one because there's lots of tournaments on the go today. We are just a couple minutes away from the rebuy portion of the day. Or sorry, of the break. Sorry, it's just a couple minutes away from the break. Is there a micro roller? Oh, look at that. We hit this, so we'll just c-bet. He doesn't know if we have the ace, a king, like any of that. And now we're all in here, so just chunk it all in there. You got us, you got us. But what are you looking to do here? Betting 15, he calls off half of his stack, right? He's either going to make, either he has it or he doesn't. And you don't want him to get to the river cheap, right? So if you're going to call it, you're going to have to call for your tournament life. So you could make bigger bets, put more pressure on. That's the point. What is this one? Monthly Elite Tournament 1000. We're not playing those ones. Super KO. Oops. Uh-oh. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Let's get to the top here. Running late reg. This is a late reg. What is this one? Starts in an hour. It's for a ticket. 10 tickets. How many players are in this one? Summary. Structure. Payouts. How many people are in this tournament? Oh, there we go. There's 34 people. That's why. Um, 54th of 58 and 22 make the money here. So we're going to have to get some action in here soon. But there's just so many chips right here now that you can't even make a move with this. You're going to have the goods. Micro roller. This is just laziness, right? He doesn't have to bet that much to make that happen. He should raise here for sure, but he doesn't have to bet all in like that. That's just being lazy. I would encourage you not to be that. This one starts in an hour and 15. Oh, we got a lot of time for that. I got absolutely bupkis over here. The Schneike. What's this one? This is a check as well. Queen 10. Yeah, nice. I'm in for 6, right? 3 players. Find me. Oh, yeah, this is the right one. I thought I was only in for 2 on that one and 2 on this one. How come this is like that? Oh, it's because there's only 5 there. That's why. All right, I guess that is break. I am going to go do some more push-ups, sit-ups, get your jumping jacks done here at Champagne. I'm also going to do that and find another tournament so we have at least 3 up. Maybe I'll see if I can get into 4. I'll be back in. Oh, I'm still in the hand here. Let's wait till this hand is over. How about that? That's probably a good thing to do, right? Finish off my coffee as well. Cheers, big ears. Mrs. Frostmage. Someone gave her that at work. A work coffee cup, but she's the boss, so she she brought it home. She laughed and they all had a good time. They were very social. It's a small company that she works for. I think the whole, between the three stores, which she's in charge of, there's 25 people. We're going to raise it up here because we raise pre-flop. We are going to raise it up here to ISO. You got a better king than we do? Let her rip. What king does he just call here? Ace, king, king, queen? King, jack would be a better hand. This is much more like it's a flush draw. Flush draw, straight draw. But we're not letting the guy in for cheap. Well, we want to see a red card here. Like a red deuce would be very nice. Even a 9 is not going to be a good card. But we will call it off. I mean, if that's what we got to do, that's what we got to do. Right? So this is not a good card. So we'll just bet it 34.2 because we're not folding. Get it in there. You want to call, then you got to call for your tournament life. There it is. And we get all the chips. Ding, 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 ding. All right, back in, oh shit, I only got 3 minutes. 3 minutes, right back. All right, I didn't get a chance to look, but I will look. You collect coffee cups? Nice. That's a good one. I like that one. We're going to be all in over here. Let's open up another table. What is this one? Regular does this one start? Thursday. Starts at 1 o'clock. 2 hours. That's why you gotta have a better hand than that. All right, we're out of that one. The best hand does win there, and that happens from time to time. So again, if the guy dropped his cards in front of you, would you change anything? In this case, I would change. I would not play that. And that's why you don't get upset. You don't get upset when it works out for you. You don't get upset when it doesn't work out for you. Cheers. Oh, not this. We want this one up here. Announced registering. This is 16 centers. We're not playing 16 centers. We want a $1 tournament. Whew. This is the only tournament we're in at the moment. Let's see when the next one is. Starts in 17 days. Starts in 18 days. Starts in... How about we'll do this one? It's starting right now. Announced registering. Do I have this screwed up? Oh, late reg. There we go. This is the one we're looking for. We have a hard draw here. So anyone with the King of Hearts is not folding, right? Oh, as it turns out, I'm first in this tournament. There's 162 people left. I'm first. 1550 runners. So we've lost like 900 people. Over 900 people. Late reg, 750. 750 get a tournament. Let's get out of the way. So this guy's on the flush draw, right? Let's go check out, what is this? This is 7, oh, because it starts, we've got 4 minutes left. Not jumping into that one. 10K. Some people are jumping into this into this tournament. Payouts. We're a gut shot. We've missed. Just check call, right? Can't go anywhere with this. It doesn't matter that he has that. Bean Shark. Oh, we know that guy. M1K fan. We just played against him over on the other table. Main event, $10. It's about to start. We could just buy into this one. 0.7. Oh yeah, we got to raise this up. I mean, it's only 0.7, so we don't have to be too large, but we don't want these. We want this in here for cheap. Burning Man's just thinking it. Yeah, that's a good one, right? It just was the next one in the rotation, that's all, so I'll have a different one tomorrow. 18 days. I should just buy into this tournament. It's $11. When 15% of the field remains. What's the target here? The payout. Well, no guts, no guts, no glory. Let's get into this one. All right, let's get this one up here. Table 3 is where we're at. So we have 2 tournaments on the go here. This one just started. Just gonna write everything down here. This is the Grand Prix. So because I played that Grand Prix earlier on, I'm just going to cut and paste. Right, we talked about this champagne. I'm just going to add this one at the bottom. This is item number 5. Right? Event number 5. The last one was event number 3. So we just make a minor change here. Right? Micro main event. It's not a PKO, but it is day 1 event. Day 1, 40K guaranteed. And the buy-in is $11. So we come back up and make the paste 11. Yeah, we're not folding here. So we just call it off. And there's 59 people in this tournament. Sweet. Ace, King, Queens versus 8. Well, I mean, where are we going to go with this? Right? This is a bit surprising that he would call off like that. To a raise. Like I raised first, he called, he jammed, I called. He closes the action. I get it, I understand, but it's a speculative call at best. And we just go back to our thieving ways. It was this one. That's what we're trying to do. Add another one up here. So we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tournaments on there. There's 7 circles. There are 7, so we're good. I find this tournament to be a bit of a hyper aggressive tournament. It's part of the reason why I don't like playing these turbos. Even though it's a regular time, there's 8 minutes, there's a lot here, but I still don't like playing them. Over here, 16, 15. Entered. I'm third of 606. Just keep going around and around we go. Just around and around and around. That's a pretty good flop. Right? We limped in there, as did everyone else, and then we flop a straight. That's pretty good. So we'll just bet. And it'll all be in on the turn, right? That's good that he just called with Ace King. By not raising there, by not protecting his hand and in position, he lets me in. I get if he's up here. Well, actually, it's better these ones than those ones, but. Okay, so what else do we have here? Is there another tournament we can get into? There's a 220 here. What is this one? 225. Oh, this one just started. Let's get into this one as well. This is a Grand Prix main. It's event number 6. This is number 5. This is number 6. It's 2 here, I think, right? 225. All right, so we're gut shot and backdoor flush draw. Was checked on the turn. He led out pre-flop, and all I can do is just call here. Now we're going to bet, because unless he has Ace King specifically, this will be a chop pot, right? Because the 5 counterfeits. I guess he has to have a 5 here. I will be raising here. That's a pretty good flop. Chop it up. Nice hand, nice hand. And that's my own fault, I guess, for letting him get there. I have a flush draw. I have a gut shot straight flush draw, but we do have it. Chuck it all in there. And he does have the better hand here. He did have us there. 4.4. He is now the chip leader, the guy that just took us out on that. 2, so we're going to find this table again. We're also going to, oops. We're also going to be all in on this one as well. It's not a good hand, right? But we have half of our stack in here. We're not folding for 1.1. Snap call, right? He's trying to ISO, but I'm not sure, like he's trying to ISO from out of position. Am I missing something here? Right? I have to, for the same reason. So now he's trying to get chips out of this guy. This guy has position on him, right? Chip preservation is everything. It's paramount. What are we in for? Yeah. I mean, I get it. I understand. Oh, that's a pretty good flop. Don't pair the board. Don't pair the board, I said. Don't pair the board. Jeez Louise. All right, so we're back into that one. This is the second 2-dayer that we have. It's this one here. Oops. This one. A7, so well, he's ahead the whole way. TechX Brimstone. Some pressure on these guys. There's still like 30 minutes left at a time here, right? So, I'm not folding, so gotta do what you gotta do. He hits that. That's nice. Like it. He's sitting out anyway, so it doesn't really matter. What's this one over here? Sorry. We got to get an ad in there because that's what we got to do. I also need to take a look over at this one. Yeah, okay, that shit's still good. That stuff is still good. We have a speculative hand that plays better with a multi-way pot, so this is why we just call this. We could raise to ISO, but he's got a fairly healthy stack. We don't want to be the... If he comes back over the top, it's raise fold, right? So I do believe that should be a weapon in your arsenal, the raise fold. Not everyone is able to pull that off, though. We take down Jack Deuce over here, raise pre-flop, hit to Jack. Would have hit a Jack on the flop. Here, we just get out of the way. We will be betting pot on this one. We'll close this one off. Ad break. I think we're at 60, right? 60, let's see, first thing, and I was one. Yeah, we're at 60 push-ups, 60 sit-ups. So 2 more to do. Yesterday with the short stream, I only end up doing 80. And then I waited till Mrs. Frostmage came home. And then during a break, we just went and did 20. So she actually got 60 done yesterday, which is good for her. But it's just good, period. I did encourage her to get the rest of them done, but she was quite happy to do 60. She went to sit down. She wasn't feeling all that well to begin with, so the fact that she even did 2 more is monster. That's huge. Rifling around here. Excuse me. What do we got over on this one? 7th place in this tournament. 578 people. Another 28 minutes to go. Mark that down. Actually, 17 right now. There's what's this one? 74 in this one and 45 in this one. Let's try and... No, you've got a 10 here. 10? No 10. So I'm going to get all those chips. Oops. 9 from the money in your party tournament. Which one are you in? Champagne. Let's give it a rail. Let's encourage. I'm a believer that we should be cheerleaders for people. Playing those around the clock for party dollars and tickets. Okay. We're gonna put this guy all in, right? Nice hand, nice hand. Right, 6 outs. This is what we want. Just over and over and over again. 6 outs, 6 outs, 6 outs. Party dollars and tickets. So who cares? He does the same thing. I've said like the Chris Ferguson challenge, and he attributes that as well. But we had different timelines for that. I mean, I was trying to get mine done within a year. It could take him 2 or 3 years for him to do that because he just doesn't play that. But he doesn't want to. That's not his goal, is to get to $1,000, and that's okay. Oops, we need to raise this up over here. But what he does do is what you're talking about. He does play the tournament dollars. He won like 220 or something like that, and he took those tickets, the 220, and turned it into some real dollars. So maybe he's up to like $7 now. $5, $6, something like that. I forget which. I'd have to talk to him. But he did sign up for party poker, or sorry, for 888 poker last week, and he got like $30 in tickets. So he was playing freebie tickets around the clock. Yeah, it was a bit crazy. We're gut shot 6 on this. We're not calling this off. Sunset Superman, I've got 6 high. Not gonna call that one. Yeah, not gonna call that. We'd probably call it off here. Well, no, because he's gonna have position on us now. This is not a good hand. We're just gonna fold this. We'll get out of the way of this now. Even like this pit here, this raise, this is enough to push me out. And then the fact that this guy comes over the top, yeah, that's for sure gonna be enough to push me out. Let's see, Fazgaz might be on. Yeah, there he is. We got Fazgaz in the background there. Sit there. Let's hit it a little, turn him down just a little bit more. 24 minutes in this. We're in position, right? Paul doesn't like to fold too many hands here, so it's just that $50 one. Yeah. This is a fold, by the way. Yeah, that's what I say. This is just a fold. Good thing this guy's all in. He doesn't lose any chips here, right? But this is absolutely in line with the type of hand I was thinking of. Tens, jacks, queens. Ace king usually wouldn't play that way. This is a turned flush, rivered. He doesn't like the river card too much. Oops. This one, we should have another one up here. We got a pocket pair here. We got 6-4 over here. We will. Sure. Yeah. Just let me know when, just so I can hit you up accordingly. The plan is to play until Blitzkrieg, the guy's name. Play. I mean, 1 o'clock is party poker, right? So. Should come over the top here. My guess is that he should come over the top here. Dear diary, giggity. Right, as I said, he should come over the top here, right? It's just so transparent. You can just see the stuff coming from a mile away, right? But I can't, if I check and miss, I mean, I can take it down on the turn, or like, yeah, on the turn. But if he check raises on that, then just give it up right away and move out of the way, right? 1 o'clock is, what do they do on today? Review? Something like that. All right, 4th out of 564 people in this tournament with 20 minutes of rebuys left. 47th out of 75th. This just started. We got another 7+ levels to go, so like more than an hour, basically. And this one here, same thing. Level 10. These two tournaments start at the same time, actually. So they'll be finishing up close to around the same time. It's over here. It's Faz. We've got to get an ad in here. That shit happens. Got to do it. Got to do it. So any Subway decent hand, you can call this off. Right? Again, just let me know when works for you. Let me go hit up my library over here. Just was thinking about something else here. Right back. Excuse me. There's a... how's it going with your book, by the way, Champagne? Champagne Poker. Let's get up to the top here. Modern Poker Theory by Michael Exvedo. How is that going? How's the reading coming along? Just keep putting them all in, right? Building an unbeatable strategy based on GTO principles. So my buddies, when I first started, well, no, I've been playing with him for a couple of years now. Arthur is his name. We were talking a little bit about GTO. He said, and his retort was that no one plays GTO. I said, that is correct. But as you get closer to that, you should start playing better, right? And what's the relevance of this? So he runs a poker league here in Calgary. I think they play like 14 games a year, costs like $300 maybe, something like that. I forget the exact numbers, but the point is that they send, like when I started playing with them, they sent one person down to the WSOP to buy into an event. So I do believe that it was for a $1,000 event, which works out to be about $1,300 Canadian. And then they gave you $700 to buy your flight, which is about that. So you get a couple $100 left over, and basically you paid for your own room. Right? So that's a pretty good deal. And then with COVID, things kind of shut down, and then they continued to play. I do believe they continued to play. I wasn't playing with them, but they continued to play for what it was worth, and they just kind of banked it. Whoever is, and then the WSOP circuit event, which is just finishing up, right? I think it is finished actually, at Deerfoot Indian Casino. Rather than sending people down to the US, because Canada and the US wasn't letting people in, they actually sent 2 or 3 people with the same amount of monies to the event here in Calgary, and they figured that was better value, so they started doing that instead. And so that's what they do. He and I were talking about this, and so the group, I mean, they're all amateurs, right? For sure, and most people are amateurs. They have some great experiences. They get to go down here and do well. One of the guys I sent down there, he was 3rd in chip stack at the end. He was 3rd in chip stack with 1 hour to go at the end of the first day. He doesn't make it into day 2. Now he shares some of the hands with us of what happened here and what goes on, but the reality is like that doesn't shock me or surprise me in the least, right? Because of what I know about the guy. When I'm playing against a guy, this is how he's playing. This is what he's doing. I get it. I know. I understand. But as I said before about a winning process, it's about coming up with a winning process. When I say to him about GTO, to this other guy, the guy that runs the club, should be trying to become better and better and better. He just like, that is correct. But no one plays GTO. That is true. So this group that's absolutely amateurs that don't know, and you just got to play that much better. And you clean up on these guys. Now you still have to face variance. My ace king, they're never folding. They're never folding their ace queen, but I fold my ace queen to these guys because I know. Oh, he did pay it off. Nice. So we read lots of different things. We do lots of different things. Reading a book, as I said, one of the 8 lists on here was how to do come and get. And one of them is this. Where is it here? Let's get out of the way. This one. Not folding here. 4 o'clock? Yeah, I can make that happen. You're halfway through chapter 1. Right. Just info on positions in terms so far. Nothing I didn't know for sure, but I'm getting me ready to learn the strategies talked about later on. Yeah, it takes a little bit to get through some of that stuff, right? This is the one I wanted to talk about. Killer Poker by John Voorhees. This is a good one. We like this one, right? Gonna get a little bit back from this, but I want this all day long. John Voorhees, winning strategy and tactics for winning poker play. So we read lots of different books, and part of the reading the different books is, again, implementing the strategy, right? Champagne, it's most books are like this, right? Especially if it's difficult to get through. What did I say it was? It was the... we have 13 minutes left in this tournament, by the way. Yeah, you kind of have to skip through some of these chapters quickly, right? Because of position. It's better to be in position, right? Of course, than out of position, always. Because our game is about information, and you get more information by seeing what other people do first. This is why raising in these two positions, small blind, big blind, without a premium hand, or raising under the gun without a premium hand, is counterintuitive. It's what is it you're trying to do, right? One shot, one kill. He was under the gun and he raised ace-4 suited. I asked him, if you're in position, you specifically, if you were playing in the cutoff or the button position, and someone raised over here, are you folding your ace-king? He says no. Then let's come back to your position. What are you trying to do? Here's your 3 cards. You get those 3. That's it. Are you going to try and... is that the play you're trying to get, is to get that versus this many outs? No, of course not. Then... there has to be something wrong with the play. Your logic there is flawed. Small blind, big blind. Why are you raising Jack 10 here? Right? Ace 4 in position, at least, is much better than the other way. But you're never going to get a better ace to fold. So I like this one better because the positions are reversed. But if you have Jack 10, what are you raising here for? Right? You have to hit to win. You're never going to get an ace to fold. You see this guy had ace 4. You're never going to get an ace to fold there. All right, we're all in over here. We will hold up. We'll get a full double on that. Sweet for us. No, it's more than... it's less than double because we got all the guys' chips. So it's less than a double. Right? Raise, re-raise... I 3-bet, and then he jams there. He's got ace-king. He should just call with his ace-king. There's no ace-king on the board. When I c-bet, just fold your hand. Right? There's the strategy. Right? At the end of the day, you have a drawing hand, and now you have someone that has pushed back above you or over you from early position. That means it has to be a strong hand. Whereas by far and away, a better book is this one, I believe, right? And it's not that that's a good book, right? This one specifically is okay, right? But you got to do the same thing here. Let's look at the chapters that Torelli is talking about here. So, understanding the basics and set expectations, phase 1. He's saying... right? He's purpose of poker, essence of poker strategy. Are you ready to play? Plan to track your progress. That sounds oddly familiar. Variance in tournament play, variance in cash games, creating your bankroll. What stakes should you play? Right? Some of these things are pretty obvious, right? Right? Specifically, I keep this here as a reminder about Torelli's hand reading YouTube and understanding what the YouTube is and the message that's being said there. Right?